Hello friends, I'm Meghna Thomas and welcome back to our channel Golden Epaulettes Aviation Pilot Training Academy, your route to the cockpit. Are you someone who's pursuing your flying training? Are you someone who's training for your commercial pilot's license? Do you want to excel in your flying training? Let me give you a few tips and tricks which will help you to excel in your training. The first thing that you must do if you are in a flying school and you have started flying is plan your next lesson. It's always better to ask your instructor about what would be the maneuver that you would be going to practice in your next lesson. That way you will know what is it that you need to be reviewing before you arrive at the airport. And you will find great information about the same in your airplane flying handbook or the pilot's handbook. So you may glance through those and be prepped for the next maneuver. The second thing is study well before every flight. If you know how, when and what to do during an instructional flight, you will save flying lots of hours in the air and that will potentially save you a few $100s. Number 3 is to review your airplane's cockpit. As you know that there are many instruments scattered all over in the cockpit. So it's not just about knowing where the instruments are located in the cockpit, but it is also about doing it quickly. If you probably take more than a few seconds to find where is the flap switch or the trim tab, then you should probably start reviewing. An idea here is to take a picture of your cockpit on your smartphone, maybe take a print of it and sit practicing at home about where is which instrument placed. Number 4 is to study your checklists. Instead of hunting through a long checklist, learn a flow to configure your aircraft properly. But also, don't just fly strictly from memory, it's always better to have the checklist in hand. Point number 5 is to spend less time on the ground. So the more familiar you are with your cockpit and the checklist, the more quicker you can get off the ramp and get into the air flying. Number 6 is practice armchair flying. So basically armchair flying is just a mimic flying. Basically you're supposed to sit in a chair with an armchair and you're just mimicking your actions in the cockpit. You have a checklist, so you follow your checklist, you look where the engine instruments are and you practice your maneuvers. So this is what an armchair flying is all about. Many airline pilots do practice armchair flying. And last but not the least, to excel in flying, you must fly often. So these are some points that I had to offer for you to excel in your flying training. I hope my points are going to help you and you will be putting them to use. Keep following our channel Golden Epaulettes for more such informative videos and updates. Come, let's fly!